What's going on, guys? We're back with another episode of A&W Athletics. This is episode 5. I finally got my boy KB here, Kendall Barrs. Corey's back. I can't get rid of no one.
We're not leaving.
But he needs to leave.
He's staying.
I'm just playing. My boy's here, guys. We're going to dive into a whole bunch of stuff today, all from the NCAA tournament, from college football to NFL, and into the Thunder up. Obviously, you know, that's what we do. But first of all, I want to run this video. It's a 3-minute video of God himself, Nick Saban, talking about the issues of what it's like to be excellent year and year on end. And I'm being kind of serious right now. What it's like to build a championship program and the issues that you actually deal with in a program that's built around excellence like this. And go ahead and run it. We're going to give our opinion after it.
Coach, just as a follow-up to that, probably even in the years that you've been here, 10 years ago, you might have one guy, two guys leave after his junior year. Now 7, 8, 9 guys leave after the junior year. Do you see that on the field in spring practice? Is that a noticeable difference?
How pissed he looks.
I think there's no question that it's different, but I don't think it's any different here than it is every place else. You know, we've had this conversation, I think, before, but I don't know, I don't really look at it. I've heard 135 guys, 142 guys went out early for the draft. I do know there's some pretty compelling stats out there about guys going out early for the draft. I think in the last 5 years, not counting this year, there's been 380 players or thereabouts go out early for the draft, and 25% of those guys didn't even get drafted. And another 25% weren't on a team in 3 years. So that means 50% of the guys that went out early for the draft had failed careers.
Pause it real quick.
But if you look at the number of guys that
Pause it
were
real
first,
quick. That's all I'm going to say. My man is throwing shade. Darth Vader came out with his lightsaber, dude, and he ain't playing around. I'm just saying, dude. Go chase the money bag.
I mean,
stats, that's all he's saying. Stats.
He's totally right. I mean, this is the master of recruiting. He builds this team, and then the guys are like, deuces, I'm going to play and get the big money, and it doesn't happen.
They're not.
It doesn't always pan out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Like, he has a 4-year commitment on him. Like, I mean, like, he's like, guys, here's
honestly, this
right
is
here.
something I was talking to you about, KB. Yeah. You got with your cousin, right? And he goes to a school, guy who's been underlooked. He goes to a school like Kansas and has been there for 5 years. He's been fully developed. He's been there 4 years, 5 years, however long it was.
Yep.
And then decides to go in the draft, and then goes undrafted, falls into one of those stats, but doesn't leave early. It falls in the undrafted stat. Doesn't leave early, but just is undrafted. And he stayed all 4 years and developed him and his attributes as best as he could. And these guys are leaving early, and they're still not giving themselves the best chance. That's a case of a guy who stayed and prepared himself as much as you can prepare yourself to make the next leap. And he still, in his own right mind, wasn't getting the respect he needed to get drafted even.
Right. And when he got into the league, he was right into the lockout year too. So he was in no contact with no other teams. He was just grinding, working, got his opportunity. So
But
I think it's
go back to
Yeah,
Chad. Yeah, go back to the video.'re gonna finish it. Or Court, I don't know whoever was on it. But also too, to kind of expand on that, dude, you were talking about how every year they bring in another guy. I mean, they're always bringing in guys to try and knock Chris Harris off.
Yeah.
When they don't sink money into you, and this is what I was talking about in the last episode, when you aren't the guy who they sunk the money into, they're going to find the next guy to sink the money into. You've either gotten paid and you've earned respect for what you've done, or you're working to get paid. I mean, it's just how it is. You've either gotten paid or you're working your ass off to get paid. And I'm not saying that they're not paid when you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just trying to put it in perspective to you when there's guys who are making $34 million a year. And that's fact. And for years on end, for decades on end.
And guarantees even higher as well too. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Finish the video because he goes off a little bit. We don't have to finish the whole thing.
But if you look at the number of guys that were first and second round draft picks, there were very few guys that had failed careers. Now we have guys that have no draft grades, 7th round grades, free agent grades, 5th round grades that are going out for the draft. And, the person that loses in that is the player. You got your 3rd round draft pick, and we had one here last year. I'm not mentioning any names. Goes and starts for his team, so he's making 3rd round money, which is not that great. Be the first guy taking his position this year probably, and make $15, $18 million more. So the agent makes out, the club makes out. Now they got a guy that's going to play for that kind of money for 3 more years. All right, and everybody's out there saying, we'll get to your next contract. Well, there's obviously a pretty 50% of these guys are never getting to a next contract. And that doesn't mean all the rest of them got to one either. So it's the culture and it's the trend.
You can pause it right there.
And
basically, what he's saying is they're not even making it out of their rookie contract. Their CBA contract, which I've done enough research to know what that is that it's a 3 to 4 year contract. Your cousin probably signed one, and you're a rookie.
Yep.
You don't get more. They can't sign for big time bucks, and you sign a 3 to 4 year contract unless you're a top round pick, like he's talking about.
Yeah.
And if you don't make it out of that 3 to 4 year contract, which isn't really big money anyways, then you aren't getting your money. Period.
Nobody's picking
And you got to earn your money in that 3 to 4 years when you're not. Yeah, that's just how it is.
You got to work hard for that.
You gotta go get it. And but what's sad is that you just got people chasing the money bag. And honestly, what sucks is that you got a school like Alabama that has got a well-oiled machine where he's won 4 or 5 national championships with the program, and they see him like a viable candidate to get them there. And unfortunately, he's an innocent bystander in the process, because why not? His program's got the best opportunity to get them where they want to go as an individual.
Right.
You know. And so that you do get guys that have that higher caliber 5-star guys, blue chip guys coming out of IMG and all that stuff.
Yep.
But there is a level of selfishness that comes into it because they have their own personal agenda.
And we got a lot of people feeding into their ears. I mean, you got a lot of agents now these days. I mean, people, especially if you're going to a big school like that, they're already thinking you already got the opportunity above everybody else to get drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, word goes around. You played at Alabama, they're going to look you up. I mean, and plus, Saban gives the guys some chance to actually get that opportunity too. So I mean, I know how he recruits. So
It's hard to not chase the money though,
Right.
too. I mean, these guys that go there, they eat the calf every day. You know, I mean, they're fed well, but I mean, like I said, you're going and you're sitting there and you don't have money, you don't have run around money, you don't have playing around money, and they see these dudes in the NFL run around. It's awesome to them. So they want to chase the money, and they're also evaluating the fact that, do I want to get beat up and bruised up another year here at Alabama, or do I want to get beat up and bruised up with the NFL? At least I'm, hurting myself while I'm under NFL contract versus playing and being like, well, he tore his ACL, man. He's done. He's not coming to the NFL. Nobody's going to look him up for the draft, It's just the players get running scared,
Which brings up the next conversation: do college players get paid? But I mean, we don't have to dive into that. I'm just saying that's just where that's where all this is going. I'm just saying
it is. It's a very. I used to think no, but the more I learn, the more I do research. Like it's a strange gray area, because like I said, you see these guys, they're on top of the world there, but at the same time, it's like.
But the NCAA is feeding off of it. It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the hard part about it.
It is interesting.
Just like Zion Williamson getting, that game against North Carolina. How much money they were.
Yeah, they generated quite a bit on that.
They feed off their players.
Yeah.
And they,
No, they
it's
did.
tough.
No,
the fact they can't even make money off of silly things like
which is why these kids are grabbing for it early, which is why they're leaving early. You get the one and dones in college basketball, and you get them leaving in football after their junior year.
I mean, what about these kids in high school getting like deals with like Nike and stuff like that? Being like, wear these shoes, man. Take these.
Oh, that's
shoes.
AAU, baby.
I know that, but I mean, it's just like it's one of those dirty deals that it's like goes on in the background that we barely know anything about. It's just like.
Play the rest of this.
Okay.
Play the rest of this. Let's see what.
I've actually changed how I talk to recruits now. I tell every recruit that I talk to, the reason that you're going to college is to prepare yourself for the day you can't play football. I think we have a lot of people way back in high school, that look at college as a conduit to get to the NFL. And look, I am 100% NFL.
You can stop right there. We don't have to watch the rest of it. But dude, I want to ask it because this really makes me think about your cousin. To be honest, because I can guarantee your cousin did not think he'd be playing football still.
No.
Right now, at this point in his life, I can guarantee you,
Yeah.
if you would have asked Chris Harris in college if he was going to be playing football, how old is he right now? Is he 30?
He's 29.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's my age.
Yeah. He's 3 months older than me.
Yeah, so if you'd asked him then if he was going to be playing NFL, I bet he'd have told you no.
It blew my mind as well. Like even when he got the opportunity to get into the practice squad, I'm like, wow, my cousin plays for the NFL.
Yeah, you were telling me. I know as much as we like basketball. I mean, me and you love basketball, and I love your cousin. Talking about football with him all day. I could talk about your cousin in football forever. But you were telling me he's a stud on the court.
Oh yeah. Basketball, he was tough. I mean, he averaged about 25, 27 points at Bixby. took him to state. I mean, he was legit.
It'd be interesting to see what happens with your cousin and how this all works out in free agency.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, I would love him to finish his career in Denver, but I mean,
I'm sure that's probably what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he knows.
I'm sure when you spend that much time playing for that organization.
Not a lot of, especially a lot of players get the opportunity to stay with one team for. He's been in the league now since about 2011. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Not since the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of guys who actually play for a team their whole career in football. I know I can't name one, but I mean, I can already think it's tough to.
Well, no, I said it in the last episode too. I said it in the last episode to compliment your point that your cousin and Vaughn, like we were talking at work the other day, are the only two longest players right now in the franchise that have been there together. And Vaughn was pretty much a lottery pick, a top 10 pick in the NFL.
Right, and then my cousin's
is undrafted.
Same money situation as we were talking about with how Nick Saban was going about it.
Yeah. So, and Vaughn got his bag coming in the league.
Yeah.
Vaughn got his.
Had it. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. He already had his bag
was on a 1 year deal.
Yeah, he'd been fighting forever for his
bag. He'd been a tender. He did all that.
Yeah. So. It's interesting to always see because like your average fan, and I was talking about this, watches this game. Excuse me, and they don't know necessarily where these athletes are at, particularly in their professional career, because this is a career, just like we have a career. This is a career. And nobody really knows where these athletes are at, particularly financially, meaning if they've gotten their bag or not. And it's always interesting. I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you watch Chris Harris play, you would think he has the bag.
Yeah.
And the fact he's in a money standoff right now is kind of like, are we really having a conversation about this?
Yeah. Not a lot of people know about his name. I mean, you got other dominant corners out there.
Sure.
Richard Sherman, Patrick Peterson, they get a lot more attention because they draw.
Well, that's because
I was just getting ready to say
they're all loudmouths.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say this.
My cousin is a technician in this game. He wants to study it. He wants to break it down. He knows what people do when they stand. He's a smart individual when it comes to the game.
He lets his play talk for him.
Yeah.
I remember showing you there was we may put this up on here. Chad gets the opportunity to find it later when he edits all this. But there's a Peyton Manning detail one on your cousin where I think Flacco or Phillip Rivers, I can't remember if it's
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, throws a screen and he just sniffs it out like a canine dog at a Coke party, dude. I mean, it was done. I mean, it wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was done, dude.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to have the opportunity to meet him. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool to meet your cousin.
Yeah.
And like I said, I hope it all works out for him. I hope Denver pays his ass and he stays right there and has the opportunity to retire in Colorado.
Man, that'd be awesome. I love going to the games there, man.
Yeah,
regardless of what happens, it's gonna work out for him. I mean, best of what he does in the league right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, and if I'll tell you this, regardless of all this, he's got people talking, and he just got people talking in the right way. And I don't think it's because he's being loud in the locker room or if he's being loud on the field saying he's the best this or that. But right now, people are obviously talking because he's in a financial dispute.
Yeah.
Professionally with his franchise, not disrespectfully, not on some Le'Veon Bell, not on some franchise tag where it's all over the place. And I mean, it's not ridiculous. But staying in NFL news, dude, did you see Ryan Shazier leaped on a 3-foot jump box?
Really?
Yeah.
He got hit in the back. Apparently.
Yeah, the dude he got his spinal cord shattered.
Yeah.
And from the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably about 2-3 years ago now.
Okay.
And he was jumping up on a 3-foot box. Showed it the other day. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
You always like to see that from guys who, I mean, because he
passion for the game. Man. He wants to be back in it. He loved it so much, you know.
Yeah, and he put himself out there, and obviously it's taken his life pretty much.
Right.
Or his ability to do what he wants to do, and doctors have told this man he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do. And he's in the locker room doing a 3-foot jump box like he's in off-season OTAs or something.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, what are you going to do? Tell this monster no?
Yeah.
No, he's going to eat, dude. I mean,
he's
gonna do it until he can't do it no more.
Yeah.
You don't tell someone they can't; it just makes them want to do it.
I want to talk about the draft too. Staying in the NFL.
Yeah.
The top 4 picks still seem to be the same. I was talking about it last episode. I'll go over it. Number 1, Arizona still seems to pick Kyler. Number 2, Niners going with Bosa out of Ohio State. The Jets are going with Josh Allen, an outside linebacker from Kentucky. And then the Raiders are going to go with Quinn Williams, my boy from Roll Tide Country. Yeah. But y'all got the 10th pick.
Yes.
What do you think Denver's doing with it?
I don't know. A lot of mouth has been about quarterbacks.
Dude, do not take a quarterback. We're 3 picks right behind y'all.
We got Flacco though. I mean, obviously we got him through trade.
Yeah,
but,
keep his big Jimmy Neutron head ass back down there in Denver. God damn.
Yeah.
Is Flacco really like a good trade though? Like, I mean, I don't know how much more football the guy's got left in him. I'm not saying
I don't know how much
he's going to be in that.
Well, first of all, I don't know how much Denver likes him anyways, because he dropped a freaking bomb down there in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, Raheem Moore, more guys.
Yeah, remember that, dude.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, that was. He dropped a missile out of that, bro. That man threw the ball out of Mile High Stadium.
No, he's tough. I mean, he got him Super Bowl. You can't knock him.
We need a quarterback, so I hope y'all don't draft
Who
one.
did they replace Flacco
And then
with?
also with contract talk with my cousin, I mean, they said they're going to wait till the draft, so hopefully they don't pick a corner in the top 2-3 pick, because then
That's where
that
they're
can
sinking
veer
their
to
money.
him maybe going elsewhere. I don't know, but hope he goes there. But
What were you saying?
Who did they replace Flacco with?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Of course.
Yeah, Lamar was easy.
Yeah.
It's like I totally blanked
Yeah,
on it.
I do think that he's going to be good in the league.
Lamar.
Yeah, if you're one of those running quarterbacks, man,
Yeah.
you're gonna be fine in the league.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll survive longer in the backfield.
No. Well, but Lamar also ran more than any other quarterback did. He broke a single game season record. I think he rushed the ball like 27, 28 times, though.
And he only started like 5 games, too. And he
So
broke
he
the
got
record.
like 6, 7 games, and he won all of them.
Yep.
He went like 6-1 or something like that.
And they'll be able to do
Yeah,
that. Him running out as a receiver sometimes too, and taking that ball, doing some trick play and stuff like
What
that.
the hell are you talking about?
You
You
talking
must
about
be
Jackson?
drinking. Yeah, you must be
Lamar
drinking
Jackson.
wild
They
turkey.
were talking
over there.
about picking him up as a receiver somewhere.
What the? No, that man is spinning the ball.
He's spinning it.
Yeah, he's like Mike
But the
Vick.
thing
He's
is-
like the second coming of Mike Vick,
The
bro.
thing is, he's
Right.
not really spinning it. He's really running it because he's
He really
fast
Yeah,
as hell.
like I said, he had 27 totes like a damn running back.
Hey, he's tough.
When you have more running attempts than your running back, I mean, we've got issues here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Something's not right.
We'll have
But
to
the
soften
game's
slump.
changing.
People are gonna figure him out, dude.
yeah. No, but I mean, hell, yeah, it's called stuff 8 in the box.
Yeah.
Put 3 linebackers
Lock
on
up
his
on the
ass with
outside.
maybe 4 down linemen. His eyes would be starting to get big real then. I mean, hell.
Oh yeah.
But no, it'd be interesting how long he can keep going and playing that with his feet like that. That'd be interesting. This weekend we finished up the Final Four. We're now in the championship. We dove for the NCAA men's basketball. Virginia won by a nut hair against War Eagle. Last time I'll ever say that. And then Texas Tech won by 10 over
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
That old point guard who looks like he's about 32. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
KB?
yeah, he's nice.
But I mean, yeah, he's got arthritis in the knees, I think. No, he's nice. What is Cassius Winston or something like that? He's nice with it, dude. You know, that Virginia game had a controversial ending, really, because Kyle Guy got fouled there at the end.
Right.
A lot of people don't know if that was a foul.
Yeah,
Really, I mean, it was after the shot. Really, it was on his I mean, it was controversial, but he sinks 3 free throws. They foul the wrong guy.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
They fouled the wrong
He
guy.
was-
So
he
either
was
way,
shooting.
we're talking about something that, I mean, you're messing with the wrong guy, dude. Because you get him on the stripe, he ain't missing, dude. I mean, he literally looked like an android robot. He went up there. I mean, he was even smiling too. I said, "This dude's about to stroke these 3." He said, "Yep." Got the ball. He pounded on the ground once. KB. He said, "Yeah." Stroke. I said, "That man is locked in." He said, "Give me the ball back."
Boom. Timeout.
He's not even, bro. He's not even feeling himself. He's not. No, this man was,
Yeah, I'm gonna get these over with. Yep.
Yeah.
We got
It was like one of those. It was like that arcade
It was a good game, though.
Yeah. Oh, he was not playing, bro.
Yeah, you gotta feel bad for that defender though, man. I mean, like, there's nothing you can do at that point. There were seconds left in the game, and he's just trying to get a hand in that man's
And
face,
the rules
and his
changed
body
some-
hits him.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
the rules change so much. If you're coming down, you might as well not even jump to. If you
Get
do,
up under him.
Yeah,
You might as well just let it be.
Yeah,
If you can't, I agree. I'll articulate what you're saying. If you can't contest the shot all the way up to the release point, you might as well stay the away from it. Get away from it, because if not, you're going to get all the way there and you're going to be too late and you're going to mess up his landing.
Yep.
And then you're going to wish you actually messed his shot up
Yep.
instead of
That's it.
get him stroking it in
Right.
your eye and then just rolling his ankle
Yeah,
on you.
it's rare the times where they're gonna make that shot too. You know,
Yeah.
4-point plays are
Very rare. Yeah, I'm with you.
Hard's probably the only one that can probably do it.
Paul George.
Yeah,
Paul George, not a big deal. MVP G13, my boy, he's spreading Brad Pop in.
No biggie, just
no
a
big
biggie,
deal.
yeah.
Okay, see Thunder up. Let's go.
But yeah, I mean, Tech's
But,
still looking strong though, man.
Yeah,
10-point
Tech's hot.
win.
They won by
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
over Michigan State.
Yeah.
I bet Izzo's chewing some ass still. I bet he's just still pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that dude, remember when he was chewing that one dude out?
Yeah.
He brought the 80s back.
Yeah.
brought
That's how basketball is, man.
I'm down with that, yeah.
You know, we're not doing some crazy stuff
No.
like in the old days. Like,
No.
Throwing chairs on
Yeah.
the court, right?
Well, what
Bobby
would be
Knight.
cooler is, and I was telling somebody else this, is I don't know if that player did say this or not, but it'd be cool if that player came out and was supportive of Izzo still, and the fact, like, you know,
Right,
in the press conference, hey, you know, he's chewing your ass. What do you think about that? Well, it's my responsibility. I messed up, and that'd be cool if he handled it like that, you know, rather than just saying,
responsibility.
yeah, sure. And I'm sure he did. Hell, they're a Final Four ball club. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just, you hold each other that accountable when you get that far.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
You don't
got
get that
there
far
by
without
mistake.
holding each other that
Yeah.
accountable.
Yeah.
You don't.
It's not a mistake they got there. That's for sure.
No.
You
Yeah.
look at it, Texas Tech's in there. I mean, really? I mean, not a lot of brackets unless you probably.
Well,
alumni.
speaking of brackets in Texas Tech, we filled one out last episode. For the Watson brothers and me and Nolan.
Okay.
Nolan,
Yeah.
give us the update right now. So how's Corey's bracket
So
look?
Corey, he's still winning right now. He had Tech beating Michigan State. They did. And he had Virginia beating Auburn. So he's still
Okay,
in
how's
first
Chad
place.
doing? How's Chad?
Now, Chad,
Loser.
he's a loser. He's doing nothing
You're a
but losing.
loser.
He
What
picked
has he
Auburn.
got? Hold on,
He
let's
picked
go.
Auburn to beat Virginia. That didn't go too well for him, but he's got Tech. He's got Tech in the Final Four.
No, your bracket's busted.
Yeah, it's busted.
my
Yours
bracket's
is also.
busted.
They both.
Loser.
I had
You're a
Auburn.
loser.
I had Auburn winning, unfortunately.
Me and Chad.
David Charles Barkley.
Me and Chad. We're still here, brother. That's what
Yeah, I
I'm
had
talking
it,
about.
I'm worried, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan.
So-
Nolan is really about off this episode. We're about to just kick him out of here right now.
You just
He's
by
about
default.
done. He's in La La Land over here. We try and get him locked in, but
Well, what can I say?
I'm
But
playing.
Tech's winning.
Corey's got Tech winning, but I got Virginia winning. So we'll see who's going to end up
50-50.
number one.
Did you think Texas Tech was going to be in the finals?
Uh,
Even in the Final Four, given the Final Four, when you walked in the Final Four.
I had them going pretty deep. I think like 16, but
No, like, okay, I'm saying going into this weekend, okay, the Final Four, did you think that they were going to beat Michigan State?
yeah, I had Texas Tech and not Virginia, but Auburn. But
So you had the same shit
I
I
had the
did.
same, yeah.
Heck,
I think I
wanted
even,
these two different teams. You
whenever
know,
bracket season started, I didn't even know Texas Tech was one of the teams you could choose to put in a bracket.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was for me. I was like, Tech, wait,
man,
Tech?
they should not be here right now, but they're hot as hell.
And they are.
But, I mean, good
Raiders.
for them.
Dark horse. man.
defensively, they were playing pretty good.
It's a good time for basketball right now. I mean, we're getting ready to dive into playoffs for college or for NBA, and college is wrapped up. I actually do want to say one thing. The high school championship, the Geico High School Championship this weekend, they run it the same weekend as the Final Four. IMG won it. Stereotypical. It was IMG, Oak Hill, and a couple other big time schools, but IMG won it. They got them boys are dirty. Five stars out there on the court. They're nice. But it's playoff time, dude. It's nice. I mean, the NBA is about to be here. Well, speaking of the NBA, we're about to dive into the next segment of Thunder the up. But
Spurs Nation.
I brought my boy KB on here for a little bit of diversity, at least for the San Antonio perspective, because
Not too much so.
as you can tell, at the very end of the Western Conference bracket as it sits is us, San Antonio and OKC. Matter of fact, number 1 is Golden State, 2 is Denver, 3 is Houston, 4 is Portland, 5 is Utah, 6 is the Clip Show, 7 is us, and then 8 is those guys right there. Everybody's in, everybody's clinched, we're ready to go. But y'all got the Warriors first off, man.
Yeah, I mean we're the Spurs, as you see, 22 consecutive playoff appearances. We got Pop, we got guys out here ready to play ball. I think we're good.
Yeah,
We're not gonna get embarrassed. I hope not.
No, I at least think y'all got 1 or 2 in you. I really do. I believe that.
Yeah.
But hey, we can't beat Denver to save our lives. I think we're 0-4 against them all year in the regular season.
We were.
So we should probably get the broom and dustpan if we play Denver. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
We get what we deserve by the way we've been playing.
Hey, we're in the best conference of the NBA. So.
Well, to shed some light, I know I said Russ finished the year again with averaging a triple-double on the regular season. He's the only player in NBA history to do it for 3 straight years. So we got positive stuff going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like we're struggling. there's a lot of negative news about the Thunder right now. I mean, it's easy to bash us now from the way we've been playing. Shut up.
Let's just be honest, dude. You guys are up and down.
You guys have been where you're at all season, so I can't say anything.
We've had our downs too, but
no, but you've kind of been where you're at. You've been more consistent than we have.
Yeah.
We went all the way up. We were as high as 3, as low as 8. I mean, that pendulum. I mean, that's swinging,
that's a
dude.
drop.
Yeah,
you got injuries and stuff like that.
That's
way
excuses,
too many
bro.
injuries,
Yeah, but I mean, our bench isn't deep. Our bench ain't deep. We're about 7 people deep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we got some guys, Marco Bellinelli, Bertans.
Yeah, you got some shooters.
Guys, shooters, role players, play their role.
What are the odds of both of us making it out of the first round?
That'd be great. Because then when that happens, we're meeting in the Western Conference Finals. Straight up. There's no
7 and the 8 seed in the
we're-
Western
yeah,
Conference.
We're ready.
Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Yeah, we're gonna win
Not
that
a big
shit.
deal. Not a big deal. But so today we beat the Minnesota Timberwolves for our first time this year. We were 0-3.
Yeah.
All year.
Yeah.
Streak.
Yeah, and we finally beat them. Beat them 132 to 126. Russ had another triple double. Both Paul George and Russ had 27 points.
We did not beat them prettily either. Like it was not like an outstanding win. It was like first quarter was like phenomenal, like 10-point lead.
Yep.
Then like second, and then they just fluttered. Like I said, it was just like you was watching like okay, now we're getting tired. Now we're playing lazy. Now I'm like,
I mean,
it was a squeaker.
you guys are already in the playoffs. I mean, what's the point? You're just kind of getting your. You gotta.
I'll tell you this: the last 3 games we've been consistent. We're on a 3-game win streak.
It'll come.
We're on a 3-game win streak.
That's fine. I mean,
That's fine with me. And we're 3-2 in our last 5. We're on a 3-game win streak. And dude, we beat Detroit on Friday. Dude, I know y'all seen that play with Russ doing
Spin
the
cycle.
Yeah,
Doing the old spin cycle.
yeah, to Steven.
yeah. If you see the background, you'll see Ferguson. He just like,
Dude, I remember when you showed me his interview at work about him getting asked about. He was like, you look like Magic Johnson in Showtime on that play. He was like, oh yeah, I thought I looked a lot like Russell Westbrook, and I was like, that's my boy.
he said, nah, I look like a whole lot of Westbrook. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
that's
A
my
whole lot of
boy.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
There's only one. He's a one breed, dude. He really is.
But I'll tell you this. With that being said, Steven Adams has been playing a lot better. On that play in particular, that was a dope play. Steven Adams has been playing better.
Yeah,
but he still ain't stopping. He ain't stopping. I mean, no, but I mean, all you can do is hope for the guy to go score some points because Blake Griffin went off.
Karl Anthony Towns went off. He had 35.
Blake Griffin went off in the previous game. Karl Anthony Towns went off in this game. Nobody's stopping nobody down low for
But
us.
those two cats are probably top 5.
I appreciate
great.
that, man. So
Adams is not in there. He's a great
so
rebounder.
it's about to be May, and everybody we play is going to be good. So
Yeah.
you're going to say that about every single team we play.
First matchup you'll play against
Jokic.
Okay. Yeah.
Jokic, the Russian freaking like the Russian dude off of Rocky, dude.
Yeah.
He's shooting.
He's shooting.
God,
threes, dude.
he's Putin sent him here,
Yeah.
hands down. The Cold War's back engaged. I've got a big theory on this, and we'll dive into this later, dude. But yeah, Putin sent him here to spy on us, dude.
I got JaVale McGee and
JaVale McGee's retarded. He got that rap.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Green, the dick kicker.
Yeah, give you old nut.
You remember when Kevin Hart was calling the dick kicker? He got all pissed. He said, "People know how small you are." I was like, "Oh, Draymond's getting pissed." I was like, "He got pissed." He called him. He said, "How's it going, dick kicker?" He said, "Yeah, man. You tell people you're real height."
Yeah.
He got hit all that. Man, Draymond getting pissed, bro.
Oh,
Stop
Draymond's
kicking
hot.
people in the
He's
dick.
already a hot hit as it is. All my technicals are getting
Golly,
goals.
man.
It's hilarious when Kevin Hart calls people out. Like when he was messing with James Winston when he was playing for Florida State. Like that was so funny. Like dudes cannot take jokes. Like they can't handle it. They don't want to get roasted by Kevin Hart of all people.
Well, it's because he's freaking 5 foot.
That's the reason why you shouldn't take him seriously. Like, shut up, Kevin Hart. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, I'm a top tier athlete.
Hey,
You're
he's
5 foot
got,
nothing.
he's got those celebrity MVPs though.
Yeah.
He does.
He played a little bit.
He said he's going down in the Hall of Fame of Celebrity All-Star Game.
He might.
Maybe in the little man league.
He's trash. He needs to take his ass back to Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji.
He needs to get in those cold as balls shows and stay his ass in the cooler.
Yeah.
He can't ever get in the damn ice tub either.
He doesn't.
He's a. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. It really will, dude. I don't know who you think if, regardless of San Antonio and Oklahoma City, who's coming from the West.
I want to say Houston's coming real tough, man.
They are playing nice right now.
Harden is just so unstoppable.
They're putting up a lot of points.
He's got shooters around him, and don't get me wrong, Golden State's always going to be there. So,
I think the Nuggets will be there.
I do too. I just get ready to
dark
go with the
horse
Russian
this season,
spy.
I don't know.
They are, man.
I'm going with the Russian spy.
Playoff basketball is a whole different basketball when you're playing regular season, when you're playing different teams.
You can't count the Warriors
Yeah, that's what I
out.
was about to say. So y'all don't think the Golden State's going to make it?
No,
back
Golden
you
State's
can't.
probably gonna win it all.
You can't count the Warriors out.
No.
No, they're studs. I mean, they're built for it. They really are. And they've been resting players. I mean, we're limping in this thing. You're limping in this thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that are limping in this thing, and they're built for it. They're built for it.
They are.
Yeah.
They're built for it. Boston's built for it.
Yep.
I think Toronto's built for it
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Houston's built for it.
I can see Toronto going in the East.
Denver's
I
a
would like
test.
to see my man Kawhi, even though he left me.
I-
My boy, at the same time, he didn't want to play, but
KB's hurt.
man,
JB was pissed. You should have seen him last year when the guy wasn't even playing. He was medically cleared for, 80% of the season. KB just walking around like this at work. Just pissed off.
The whole year.
I can't imagine what it'd be like if Paul George was like,
just imagine.
Paul George, you're medically cleared to play. And he's like,
Exactly.
I'm cool.
Yeah, it's like,
I'd be like, bro.
are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. You get paid to do this. I
Yeah.
understand there might have been a mishap with medical staff. I don't know. Trainers. Hope you lose, dude. Just lose. Don't win. Another one.
Dude, I'm glad you came out here, bro. I'm glad you came out here and come on the show.
Coming in, you know?
We just did a little rundown, man. We didn't really want to go too deep, man. I'm just glad you came out here. We want to talk to you about some and just keep it short and sweet today, really, dude.
I like it, man.
Really, to end this, I have to, KB, there's a video that Chad's going to put up here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's of Nolan, Dustin, Spencer at work on Saturday.
Really?
But you're in the background like this, bro. Look, it'll be up
is he
here. I'm
doing?
sure it's running right now.
What is he
Right
doing?
now, Chad will
What is he
have it
doing?
running because Chad's phenomenal at this. But KB said this. Watching Nolan's running across. Nolan smacks my hand and is out of the frame. And then here comes Spencer.
Hey, I tried to tell him.
Oh,
guys.
he's great.
I tried to tell him. And anybody
Sorry.
that wants to test me, we can put it to the test.
You did. Spencer. Hey, he had to dust you, man. You said you could beat him, he had to dust you. But we had to put it up here, man. We had to put you on blast, man. You're also probably going to like our Go Out song right here, man. Chad, play the music, buddy. All right, boys. Appreciate it. Woo!
Next time.
Thunder up, baby.
First Nation Thracians.
It's Bird Nation.
Thank you.